The Alchemy of Adversity, Turning Pain into Purpose and Profit. Welcome to the Soft Girl era, where we celebrate the power that comes from embracing our softness while still running the world. I'm thrilled to share insights from my recent conversation with Chantelle Crowell, a visionary whose work is transforming how we think about entrepreneurship, resilience, and authentic leadership. Chantelle isn't just changing business paradigms, she's rewiring how we understand human potential itself. Her ability to see the gold in people's darkest experiences has created a ripple effect of transformation that extends far beyond balance sheets and business plans. What happens when life hands you not just lemons, but an entire orchard of bitter fruit? Do you walk away or do you build something revolutionary? That question sits at the heart of what I learned from Chantelle Crowell and the remarkable entrepreneurs whose stories I'll share today. Their journeys reveal something profound. The path to success isn't paved with perfection, it's built on the broken pieces of our greatest challenges. Let's be honest. We live in a world obsessed with overnight success stories. Social media feeds us carefully curated highlight reels that make entrepreneurship look like a glamorous montage of laptop on the beach moments and champagne toasts. But that narrative is not just incomplete, it's dangerous. It sets us up to believe that struggle means we're doing something wrong. The truth? The most powerful businesses are often born from our deepest pain points. The most innovative solutions emerge from our most frustrating problems. And the most authentic leadership grows from our most humbling experiences. I want to share three critical insights that emerged from my conversation with Chantelle Crowell. These aren't just feel good platitudes, they are battle tested truths from entrepreneurs who've walked through fire and emerged not just intact, but illuminated. First, true success often follows significant personal obstacles. The journey isn't a straight line, it's a messy, complicated zigzag through challenges that sometimes feel insurmountable. Second, innovation requires sacrifice. The entrepreneurs making the biggest impact are those willing to release comfort and security in service of a larger vision. And third, sustainable business growth demands authentic leadership, staying true to your unique path regardless of outside opinions or conventional wisdom. These principles have been pressure tested through real human experience. Let me introduce you to three remarkable women whose stories bring these insights to life. Consider Chantelle Lovell, whose story stopped me in my tracks. For 20 years, 2 decades, Chantelle battled alcohol and substance abuse, 20 years of hope and heartbreak, 20 years of promising never again, only to find herself back in the cycle of addiction. Imagine the weight of that. 20 years is long enough to raise a child to adulthood. It's long enough to build and sell multiple companies. It's long enough to earn several degrees. And for Chantelle, it was 20 years of fighting the same demon day after day after day. From the outside, this looks like the opposite of an entrepreneurial success story. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of hiding her past or trying to outrun it, Chantelle did something radical. She alchemized her pain. She transformed those 20 years of struggle into her most valuable business asset. Today, Chantelle runs a thriving business helping others navigate their own healing journeys. Her clients don't come to her despite her past, they seek her out because of it. Her scars have become her credentials. Her struggle has become her expertise. What Chantelle understood is something we often miss. Our wounds, when healed, become portals for our purpose. The very experiences that once threatened to destroy us can become the foundation upon which we build something extraordinary. This isn't just inspirational, it's instructional. In a marketplace crowded with perfect looking brands and polished personas, authenticity cuts through the noise. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a superpower. But what about when your idea seems too outlandish, too unconventional? What happens when everyone around you says, that will never work? That's exactly the situation Chantelle de Bruin faced. Coming from Bloomsbury in South Africa's Free State, Chantelle had an idea that made people raise their eyebrows. Butternut coffee. Yes, you heard that correctly. Coffee made from butternut squash. In a market saturated with traditional coffee products, this wasn't just thinking outside the box, it was creating an entirely new box. The skepticism was immediate and intense. Who would drink butternut coffee? Why mess with something as beloved as traditional coffee? But Chantelle didn't let the skepticism deter her. Instead, she doubled down on education, pursuing entrepreneurial studies at the University of Johannesburg and MSc Business College. She started small with a catering business, using it as a laboratory to refine her unusual product concept. By May 2025, what began as a strange idea had blossomed into what's believed to be the world's first organic butternut coffee. Major publications featured her innovation, and suddenly her small hometown of Bloomsbury was on the map. What's remarkable about Chantelle de Bruyn's journey isn't just the product she created, it's her willingness to sacrifice certainty for possibility. She could have chosen a safer path. She could have created yet another conventional coffee brand. Instead, she embraced the discomfort of innovation. This is what we miss when we talk about entrepreneurship: the courage it takes to stand alone with an idea that hasn't been validated yet, the willingness to be misunderstood, perhaps for years, before your vision becomes clear to others. As Sister Audre Lorde reminded us, when I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Chantelle de Bruyne embodied this truth. Her fear didn't disappear. She simply refused to let it make her decisions. But what about balancing multiple roles while staying true to your vision? That's where our third story comes in. Chantelle Beck grew up absorbing business knowledge from both parents, construction expertise from her father, and operational insights from her mother. Rather than choosing between these influences, she integrated them into a unique approach to business development. Today, Chantelle serves on the board of directors for the Boardroom Mastermind and has spent nearly a decade mentoring entrepreneurs nationwide. She leads the coaching department for real estate worldwide while maintaining her credentials as a CA licensed realtor. What makes Chantel's story powerful isn't just her impressive resume, it's her commitment to authentic leadership. In a world that often pressures us to specialize, to pick a lane and stay in it, Chantelle created her own multifaceted path. This required significant personal sacrifice and unwavering commitment to her vision. It meant saying no to conventional career trajectories and yes to the messy, complex reality of building something truly aligned with her values. The result? A ripple effect of success stories across the entrepreneurial landscape as she helps others find their authentic path. These three women, Chantelle Lovell, Chantelle de Bruyn, and Chantelle Beck, embody what Chantelle Crowell shared with me about the true nature of entrepreneurial success. Their journeys weren't smooth or predictable. They faced addiction, skepticism, and the challenge of forging unconventional paths. Yet each transformed these obstacles into stepping stones. As Maya Angelou wisely said, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. These women weren't just resilient, they were alchemists, turning their heaviest burdens into their greatest gifts. So, what does this mean for you listening right now? It means that the challenges you're facing aren't detours from your path to success, they are the path. The question isn't whether you'll face obstacles, but how you'll transform them. It means that your unique journey, with all its messiness and complications, isn't something to transcend or overcome. It's the very source of your power in the marketplace. And it means that the sacrifice required for innovation aren't punishments, they're investments in a future that wouldn't be possible without them. I want to leave you with a challenge. Identify one area where you've been hesitating to make a necessary sacrifice for your goals. This week, take one concrete step toward that sacrifice, whether it's giving up comfort, security, or even others' approval, and replace it with action aligned with your authentic path. Your most painful experiences are not just obstacles to overcome, they are the raw materials of your greatest contribution. Your most unconventional ideas are not liabilities, they are your competitive advantage. And your unique, multifaceted journey is not a distraction, it is precisely what the world needs. We stand at a critical juncture where the old models of success are crumbling. The world doesn't need more perfect looking brands or polished personas. It needs more alchemists, people brave enough to transform their wounds into wisdom, their challenges into change, and their sacrifice into service. Will you be one of them? Will you have the courage to turn your pain into purpose and profit? Will you dare to believe that your darkest moments might contain the seeds of your brightest future? The marketplace is waiting for your unique medicine. Your community is hungry for your authentic leadership. And the world is ready for the gift that only you, with your specific constellation of experiences, challenges, and insights, can offer. The alchemy of adversity isn't just a nice idea, it's the most powerful business strategy you'll ever employ. Because when you transform your pain into purpose, you don't just build a business, you create a legacy. You don't just make a profit, you make a difference. And in that transformation, you discover the ultimate truth that the very things you thought might break you are precisely what make you unbreakable. Thank you.